Hello. On the previous video, I talked about like the Rich Dad Poor Dad book that I read. It's a good book if you're not too familiar with finances and all the good stuff, and how to change your perspective of money to reach a point where you want in life in a sense of financial freedom. And I do encourage you to check that book out. Right. The next book that I read is called The Right Exit Strategy by Bruce R. Wright. Actually, this is another book I did enjoy reading. Right. It's pretty good. I really like the way how this book was written. I'm gonna actually check out his other books that he wrote. He's a financial planner. He works for people that say they're about to inherit a bunch of money, or they want to know how to retire, or they have a business that they want to sell off, or there's businesses that they're doing well but they want to know how to expand, or there's a person that they have a lot of money but they're losing money, they don't know where to fix it, kind of thing. So yeah, the whole book's basically from that perspective of a financial planner, right? Probably the cool thing of this book, and this is something that I didn't think about whatsoever, that kind of really fucked with me a bit, is exit perspective strategy is basically, you got to reach a point where you work your ass off to obtain your wealth that you want. However, once you achieve the wealth that you want, you got to learn to just stop and enjoy the life that you want. Meaning, you're not just working your ass off the whole day. And I think that's something that really kind of kicked my balls when I was reading this fucking book. And it's that for the longest time, I was working hard in the construction field, right? I was just working daily and just doing the grind of just fucking working. We tried to make the money and all that stuff. But, I never really felt like we got anywhere financially, right? We were always kind of the same, stuck in the same loop, right? And pretty much this guy, he kind of breaks it down for you that you got to have a financial plan of what it is that you want to achieve. You got to work towards it, right? In other words, you got to sit down and make a plan, write it out, make an outline. What is it that you want to achieve? How much money do you want to make? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? If money was not an issue, what kind of lifestyle do you want? What would you do in your free time and all this stuff, right? And pretty much that's what this book goes to, right? Because he was dealing with a lot of people that they just kept working, and they were kind of either sick of it, or they want to be able to make more money so they can have more time. But the thing is, that's pretty much like a hamster wheel, like a trap, right? That he was talking about that a lot of people fall into. Yeah, they're just working their asses off daily to maintain what they have, but then it gets to a point where the money that they make and the business that they have becomes a fucking burden, because now they have to make more money to help support the money they are making, which is kind of fucking dumb because now you have to work more to pay the taxes and tax and this and that. There's one part of the book which I thought was kind of interesting, where it was a financial family that they were doing well, they're well off, all the kids are well off and this and that, and the parents were getting old and they want to do an inheritance, right? So they want to do a will, so when they died, pretty much the kids, they can inherit some of the money, right? However, that's not a good strategy, because what happens is the kids, if they're going to inherit all this money, all that's going to happen is going to get taxed like a motherfucker, right? So pretty much you had to work on a plan for the family, so they can invest the money in a certain way where they can use it as a tax deduction, but it's an asset that will help the kids more rather than just having a good chunk of money and all this stuff, right? So that was a pretty good book. I really like the perspective of this in the sense of not just working for the sake of working, but pretty much working to have a plan so you can get out of the rat race, so you can not be in a hamster wheel, just working your ass off on a daily basis, right? Because yeah. So, as you can see, it's not that thick of a book, and I think it was very well written, Actually, it's a book I think I want to read again because I did like it. Like I said, it introduced that perspective I didn't think about, in the sense of learning to achieve your goals. But once you achieve it, back the fuck out, Focus on the life that you want. So that's the main thing that I really liked about this book, is that it introduced that idea of work more towards the life that you want. Something I did have to think about is what is it that I want out of life? How do I want to live my life? And then pretty much kind of figure out how much do I need to support that lifestyle? And then pretty much just work enough to maintain that life, right? So anyways, good book. Definitely check it out. If you just find yourself working for the sake of work, and then obviously, you need to change your goal in life. And I thought it was really cool that, this book introduced that mentality of learning how to make the money and then just get the fuck out and enjoy your life, right? So anyways, yeah, check this book out. It's a good read. All right. Take care. Peace.